man, you know what I mean? The DM and the inbox, man, be staying full. And with all of the stuff that I be saying, you know, in my videos and status and things, one of the most requested subjects that the ladies wanted me to come up with is, why do pimps treat white hoes better than black hoes? Do pimps love black hoes? Do pimps even like black hoes? Why is white hoes more important than black hoes? Hell, I made $1,000 yesterday. Ain't I important? You know what I mean? So I want to take out the time, man, and put a little paint where it ain't. You know what I mean? To give some clarity and show charity at the same time. I got from a nigga free. I might sit up there and even call some more P's later on just to give more confirmation to the information that I'm conveying to y'all. But what I will say to y'all is this, you know, because each representative is going to have their own perspective. I always know that when Sinful speaks, or even when I invite somebody else to speak, there are certain things that we gonna say that is pretty much spoken for the whole population of the game. Just like if I say pimps don't trick, pimps don't fuck with transsexuals, pimps don't fuck with minors, pimps don't make deals with bitches, pimps don't know how to say the word compromisation. We don't know how to sit up there and make a compromising deal with a bitch, things like that. The pimping gonna be in agreement to what the hell I'm saying on those particular subjects. But certain subjects, I'm just speaking basically as myself, and other P's, when they get on, they just speaking from their perspective. It's not for the whole population. Let that be known, because I got some P partners that even if a black bitch was a bag full of money, he wouldn't still touch the bitch. You know what I'm saying? You got some black pimps that wouldn't give a black bitch a time of a day. So when you speak to different representatives, everybody gonna have a different perspective. So I just wanted to make that known and let it be known that what I say and what Free says pertaining to this subject, this does not speak for the whole population of pimps, because I ain't gonna lie, you got some pimps that cannot stand y'all black ass. I fucks with you, but everybody don't fuck with you. You know, Free, you want to add on to it?
Yeah, hey, then on the flip side of that coin, I mean, you got some motherfuckers. All right, can you hear me better now?
Yeah.
Now, I was saying on the flip side of that coin, you know, you got certain cats, you know, that ain't gonna fuck with a white bitch if she was the last bitch on earth. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, it just like you said, everybody. This topic here is really, it really depends. It varies from individual to individual. You know what I mean?
Right. Exactly.
I know some cats who was not gonna fuck with a white bitch at all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They gonna knock the white bitch down, do hurdles over her back to get to that black bitch. You know what I mean? So.
Well, let me make this, hold on, just my perspective. You know what I mean? A lot of P's be saying that, but on some real shit, like I said in my last video, a lot of y'all got low self-esteem. I've seen it. I'm not going to call no names. I've campaigned with many P's across the country, in the club, we out and about, and a lot of y'all are afraid to speak to the white woman, especially like if she's dressed apart, she look like she college educated, she's saying words that's more than 6 and 7 letters, she making sense when she speaks. A lot of y'all are afraid. I've seen it, you know what I mean? And it's like you intimidated by the white bitch. And I'm telling you now, if you feel inferior because she's a white bitch, because she come from a 2-parent home, because of the color of her skin, that mentality is totally contrary to this pimping. Did you want to say something, bro?
Yeah, man. You absolutely right about that, man. Because as soon as you said that, immediately, like, numerous cats just start running through my mental Rolodex. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've been in places like Minnesota, man, where, you know, if you just so happen to come up on a black bitch in Minnesota, then that's cool. But that's not really what P's tend to go there for. You know, motherfuckers that go to Minnesota, 9 times out of 10, they looking for, you know, a white bitch.
Looking for that.
But I've been out there with certain cats, man, and, you know, they'll be woofing all that shit. Like, yeah, man, about to knock me a bad white bitch, woo, woo, woo. And then when we go hit the scene, you know, they doing the Barry Sanders to all the white bitches, you know what I mean? They giving them the cold shoulder. You know, they doing the Heisman Trophy on the bitch like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they in every black bitch's face.
Right.
That you see around there. You know what I
Right.
mean? Which, you know, if that's what you want to do, then cool. But when you say that you out here for a white bitch, you know, it really don't matter either way. But as I always say, the smallest gesture speak volumes. So if you say out of your mouth that you out here trying to find you a white bitch, but when you get out there on the scene, all you talking to, and the black bitch is the minority in Minnesota. You know what I mean? For every one black bitch you see, you're gonna see like 5 white bitches.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if you passing up 5 white bitches to talk to this one black bitch, but yet you're saying the contrary out of your mouth, is letting it be known to me, at least, that you have an inferiority complex about yourself, which I ain't never seen a real true stomped down pimp with an inferiority complex. You know what I mean? Like, pimps, man, we feel like we the king of the jungle, man. When we hit the scene, it's all eyes on us.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But
hey, see,
everybody don't feel that way.
And see, this is when you know a nigga scared to talk to a fine ass white bitch that appears to have, because that's just simple to Pete. Anybody that know me, you know what I mean, I'm striving, I'm endeavoring, you know what I mean, to be more humble, but confident ain't even the word. You know, no disrespect to you bitches. I like all y'all. You know, you're attractive, you look good and shit, but because of how fly I am and because God has blessed me in so many ways, it's like, I know that you're attractive, but I'm just so into myself, and I'm just so into my mind and how God has blessed my mind and how this game has blessed my mind, that sometimes I really got to come down from the heavens just to bless you with some attention. But a lot of P's talk that shit, but if you ever really campaign with different ones, that's not really how sincerely they feel. You know, they talk that I'm the prize shit, the pimping the prize, but in all reality, when their situation change, that changes as well. And you know what I mean? You a pimp say, a nigga say that he the prize, then we in a club full of bad white bitches. You know what I mean? And anybody that's ever really campaigned with Sinful to Pete, you know that my John Stockton passes is a motherfucker. Like if you've ever peed with Sinful to Pete, King Sean is like that too. But if you've ever peed with Sinful to Pete, I'm gonna sit up there and speak so well on your pimping. You gonna fuck around and knock with me because I want to see the pimping succeed. So you know what I mean? You might be, put it like this, you might have been like the Tony Kukoc of the pimping. But after I finish talking, you know what I mean, about your motherfucking ass, the bitch gonna think that you
gonna be an all-star.
Jordan. Yeah, she gonna think you Michael Jordan in 96, nigga, fucking with me. So after I sit up there, and I've done this, I ain't gonna call no names, but after I done sit up there and I spoke well about another P's intelligence, his elegance, his class, you know what I mean, the game that he possesses and how it'll be a benefit. It can make her official because his game is beneficial and all of this shit. And the bitch is like, okay, well, where is he at? Woo, woo, woo. And niggas is shy. You know what I mean? I'm talking about people went from, yeah, man, you know, I'm the prize, man, yeah, P. And then when I introduce you to a big-ass white bitch and I got her gang banging in your
motherfucker over there like this, like,
you don't know what to say.
Motherfucker over there like,
yeah. For real though, bro. Nigga got square as a motherfucker. You know what I mean? Nigga was popping more. Man, the nigga popped more lines and had more slicker shit to say than Sugar Free in the 90s. And now all of a sudden, when the bitch come up, I'm like, yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, you gonna get blessed today. You know what I mean? Today your motherfucking lucky day. You know what I mean? Remember that time, baby, that you sit up there and you was praying in your room and you was like, man, I wish God had blessed me with a fly-ass, handsome, intellectual, articulate pimp. Okay, bitch, today your motherfucking lucky day. You know what I mean? This is gonna be the day, bitch. And I give this John Stockton-ass pass, expecting you to be Karl Malone, and you just be a motherfucking, I don't want to say his name, because rest in peace, because, you know, he just died not too long ago. I'll find another running back. But you Thurman Thomas in the Super Bowl, just fumbling every motherfucking time. Hey, man, you know, what you saying, P?
Right, exactly. Nah, that's some real talk.
Yeah, for real.
Motherfuckers real fumble the shit, know what I mean? Motherfuckers will do what's the boy name? he did the same shit in the Super Bowl. Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, motherfuckers that do the Marshawn Lynch when
Right.
you give them the perfect situation. You know what I mean? But it's like you say, man. The only thing I can sum it up as is a motherfucker just ain't. They don't believe that prize that they claim themselves to be. You know what I mean? They don't walk like they talk.
Right.
You know what I mean? They talking one way and walking another way. But let a black bitch walk up though.
Right.
You know what I mean? Motherfucker back to feeling like King Kong and shit. You
right.
know what I mean? Motherfucker confidence all in the sky and everything like that. You know what I mean?
and
Motherfucker be a black bitch walk up, motherfucker be like, oh, hold on, bitch, let me take this elevator down there so I come talk to you, bitch. Yeah, woo.
For real, bro.
And white bitch walk up, be like, yeah, man, this my pimp partner. He be like, oh, how you doing? nice to meet you.
Right. To the white bitch though.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
Right.
And just to give you my perspective, do I think that white hoes is more important than black hoes? Hell motherfucking no. I remember one time, you know what I mean? And I'm a nigga that's been having it this way and even when I wasn't, but when I started basically really having the snow, you know what I mean? I remember this one time, and I know the P that she with now, he gonna end up seeing this shit. He know I'm telling motherfucking truth, because the bitch still like this. See, I don't have a make you feel better than the next bitch that's another color program. I don't have that. So you might not want to fuck with me, because I'm not gonna sit up there and lie to you. I'm not gonna sit up there and blow your motherfucking high cholesterol, low self-esteem punk ass down. So, okay, this is what the bitch say, right? She say, yeah, Sin, when I was locked up, all the little black bitches in there, they were smelling so bad that like their pussies was stinking, and I'm just listening. And then she proceed on to say, you know, I forgot what it was exactly word for word verbatim, but this is what she did say verbatim. She said, now, she's like, because you know white hoes, you know, look better than black. I mean, white women just look better than black women, period. And it took everything within my motherfucking power to not kick the dingleberries out this bitch ass. I've been thinking to myself like, hey, bitch, did you forget the color of my skin? Did you think, bitch, because I was collecting green papers with dead hypocrites on it, bitch, that I was going to disrespect, you know, my mother, my grandmother, my pride, my history? Did you think that I was going to disrespect my ancestry? Bitch, you really got me fucked up. You know, so after I verbally, because anybody that ever witnessed a verbal crucifixion by me, it's something to remember. But after I verbally assassinated the bitch, you know what I mean, put her face and mind back together and said, here you go. The bitch was like, oh my God, I just, you know, because prior to me, she was used to being, you know, with motherfuckers that was promoting white bitches over black bitches. And see, me, I don't promote any bitch to be over the bitch. I promote my game. I promote pimping to be over the bitch. I promote the lifestyle to be over the bitch. I don't promote color. I promote the lifestyle. What you say, P?
Right. And ain't none of you bitches greater than this pimping, though. You know what I mean? That be the main thing. You know, motherfuckers be exalting these bitches just strictly based on, you know, the color of their skin or their ethnicity and so on and so forth, man. But, you know, they don't understand that they creating a monster that at some point in time, before you know it, they're not going to be able to control this monster.
Right.
And, you know, like I always say, man, the smallest gesture speak volumes. You know, it be shit like that that'll make a white bitch feel comfortable using that nigga word and all that other type of shit. You know, they start feeling like, you know, when a motherfucker's treating them better than they treating these black bitches, they start feeling like they could do certain shit. Like,
okay, the devil attacking your pimpin'. The devil attacking your pimpin'.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it must be some, you know, that's my fag radar, you know, might be a punk bitch in the mix, you know what I mean? I start getting allergic to the motherfucker, you know. I'm allergic. Yeah, I'm allergic to pollen, I'm allergic to cats, and I'm allergic to punk ass bitches, you know what I mean? So, you know, but I done found allergy medicine for the other ones, you know, but they just ain't came out with no antihistamines, you know, when it comes to them punk ass bitches.
Right.
But, you No, I just got to turn my pimping on a little higher. That's all that is.
Yeah. Bro, you remember that one time where I sat up there and I called you? You know what I mean? This before I snapped out of dreamland. You know how you just be on Instagram and, you know, it's 2, 3 in the morning, you know what I mean? You're campaigning and you go through in the Instagram and you see this bad, fine-ass white bitch, blonde, gang-banging ass titties, you know what I mean? Everything, country-ass Memphis thighs. You know what I mean? The bitch is just right. And I was like, if I knock this bitch, I'm going to be a billionaire in the game. I'm calling all my partners that's Holus Adolis. I'm the first pimp to give $1 million in jugs. I'm about to give $100 million away. I'm checking at least, you understand me, $5 million out the bitch every day after I check a bitch. Like, this bitch going to have a pimp on. I'm having all of these pimp fantasies, right?
Motherfuckers gonna call you like, yeah, P, man, you know how you doing over there, man?
Yeah.
Oh, you know, it's all right, man. It's kind of slow around here, man. The bitch only checked $500. Oh, $500? Nah, if I'm talking about 500,000, man. You know, bitch only checked 500,000. Man, it's kind of slow around here for me, you know, but it's gonna pick up though, now, man. Because my game is steadily up, you know, so the hoe ain't gonna pick up too. You
right. But in reality, you know, I was being comical with that, but in my mind, I was like, man, if I knock this bitch, bitch, it better be 10 or better each motherfucking time, bitch. If you sit up there and do any day less than 10,000, bitch, I'm whooping your ass. You know what I mean? The bitch was so motherfucking fine, right? And long story, some of y'all, because some of y'all be on that Instagram, you're going to pick up who I'm talking about already without me saying it. You know, directors is so cold. Even when I'm speaking indirect, you know what I mean? It's so direct that the directors understand what the fuck I'm saying without me even saying it and conveying it, right? So, okay, bam. A funeral happened, man. What happened was one of their girlfriends got killed. You know what I'm saying? The bitch had got killed in New Orleans, I believe. You know what I mean? Her body got thrown on the train tracks. It was a sad situation, right? So, you know, I just know how I get down for one of my homies. If one of the P's, especially if a pimp got killed, or one of the niggas, you know what I mean, back home, you know what I mean, somebody that I did time with or something like that, somebody that I fuck with, if they sit up there and get killed, I'm in position, I'm going to be a blessing to the family because I know squares ain't really making money like that. You know what I mean? That's just how I get down. Everybody ain't like me, I understand, but for real, that's just how I get down. You can call it around. They're going to tell you Sinful and Freeze is like that. So, okay, bam. I'm expecting, this is what I'm saying in my mind. I just knew that once basically, you know, because it was put out for the GoFundMe, I just knew within a matter of days that at least probably like 40 or 50,000 was going to be posted for this GoFundMe. You know, because not only was she a bad bitch as far as appearance, but, you know, everybody in her circle just appeared to be bad as a motherfucker. Everybody looked like, you know what I mean, they pussy basically smelled like the Garden of Eden. Bitches is checking, you know what I mean, $15,000 and $20,000 dates in the Wynn Casino every day. You know what I mean? She just looked beautiful to a pimp. And I'm like, man, this is marvelous. But Lord and behold,
like they ain't never.
What'd you say?
Nah, I said bitches look like they ain't never drooled on the pillow or ever dug they panties out of their booty never in their life. You know what I mean? Bitches look like they ain't never farted. They never had a booger.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I just knew basically that because of the way that I thought that these bitches was checking it, especially her, that within a matter of days, it was going to be like 40 or 50,000 just posted. Like, yeah. And I come back 4-5 days later, and that motherfucker was at like 1,900 by the grace of God. It fucked me all up. You know what I mean? Fuck me all up. Just fuck me up. I was like, God damn. I mean, and not just that. I wasn't just judging it on looks. But, you know, when you look at a bitch IG, you seeing videos of 15,000. 20,000. You seeing Louis purses, Gucci purses, foreigns and stuff. You know how you bitches like to put your beautiful little hands on the steering wheel and shit, and they got the Bentley shine showing, they got the Benz side. So, you know, people like, man, you know, oh, shit. But, man, when her friend got killed, the naked truth was revealed because with all that happened, she gave a little like 1,500, but I mean that's just where I'm from. I'm from Chicago, the homie from Long Beach. Especially if I'm in position and I'm checking it like that, if something happened to Freeze, the family already know that they ain't got to really worry about nothing. You know what I mean? The only thing they got to think about is, what they want to do. But as far as the financial part, hell no. And that's the way that I fuck with my nigga. So, once I saw that, I was like, so I said all that to say this. I don't be allowing the appearance to be the motherfucking interference at all. You know what I mean? Just because you white, that don't mean that you checking it like the house on fire. You know what I mean? A lot of y'all just know how to put an Oscar award performance on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, and now I see Pete smiling. Go ahead, Pete. Go ahead. I know you want to sit up.
Now I'm reading these comments. You know what I mean? They said this bitch on these comments is the ones that had me sneezing. You know what I mean? Bitch came on here and set my allergies off. You know what I mean? I'm trying to see who they talking about. She said, "What a do-rag is going." She's saying duo-rag. I guess she meant to say do-rag.
Yeah, now what I will say to y'all, let me warn everybody. Hold on. Simple and Freeze is not going to block you. If you feel like having a roast session and jokes, please come in the comment section and say how you feel. I'm from the southeast side of Chicago. I'm very good when it comes to this roast. The homie is too. So bring your handsome ass up in the comment section and say whatever you desire to say. Oh yeah, because please do.
See, to have exclusive conversations with this pimpin', that's gonna cost you. You know what I mean? To get pimped on, that's gonna cost you. You know what I mean? To represent the name of this in the game of this pimpin', that's gonna cost you. But guess what though? The smoke is free, you know what I mean? We got the free smoke on deck, you know what I mean? For everybody who wants the free smoke, come on down, we got it for you. You know what I mean? The smoke part is free.
Right.
You got the free smoke for you, know what I mean? As much it's a buffet of it. It's an all-you-can-smoke buffet and it's free smoke. If you want it, so.
Yeah, bring your handsome ass up in this motherfucker. You know what I mean?
But this one other young lady in the comments, she say, yeah, because y'all can get over on white hoes. So I guess she thinking that, the majority of cats that, for the cats who prefer white bitches over black bitches, they thinking it's because they can get over. You know what I mean? I'm guessing that's what she thinking.
Hold on, repeat that one more again. What was she saying?
Oh, let me go back to it. I got to scroll up a little bit.
Skip so many comments. Hold on.
She said, yeah, because y'all can get over on white hoes. Zaire Wilson. Yeah, so she's I guess she which I can understand why a young black lady might feel that way or might see it that way. But
it's a lot of white hoes.
I'll speak for myself.
Before you go, it's a lot of white hoes I wouldn't disrespect the title of a hoe, but it's a lot of white bitches testifying in the courtroom. I don't know if they really getting away like that, but go ahead, bro. What was you saying?
No, I think what she meant was that for the P's who prefer white bitches, they prefer the white bitches because they can get over on the bitch. Like basically saying white bitches is weak. That's my interpretation. She said, yeah, see, she just said it. Yeah, because white hoes would do anything you tell them. But see, it's not that white hoes will do anything you tell them. It's a real hoe. A real hoe is supposed to do whatever the pimpin' tell them. You know what I mean? But it's not that the pimpin' is going to abuse that power. Like, yeah, bitch, go sit on top of the roof and spend the night up there, bitch. You didn't make your quota tonight and all that. Like, it's not that the pimpin' gonna tell bitches what to do just to tell them what to do.
Yeah.
It's a matter of trust. You're supposed to just trust in your folks and believe that whatever he tell you is the best thing for you to do, and it makes the most sense for you to do. And that's why you do it. You just trust it. What he says is the best thing, so that's why you do whatever he tells you to do. It's not that you just do whatever he tell you to do because that's just what he wants you to do. It all makes sense. You know what I mean? And a real hoe, whether she black, white, or candy stripe, or whatever the case may be, she's gonna do what a pimp say just because that's what the pimp has said. You know what I mean? And she understands and trusts that that's what makes most sense. But I know a lot of people think that not just white hoes, period, but a lot of people think that pimps just, when it comes to knocking hoes, that they prey on weak bitches. You know what I mean? And I'll speak for myself and say that me, myself, I can't, like, a weak bitch ain't gonna be able to last with me. You know what I mean? And a lot of bitches think that it's weak to submit yourself to a man when really it's if you just look at statistics, you know what I mean? It really takes a lot of strength.
Bro, shit, pause.
Back on.
Hold on. Yeah, look, I hear you, but okay, now you moving.
Can you see me?
Okay, now you moving. Yeah, I was still seeing
Okay.
you. You never left. It was just your volume. Go ahead.
And that pro, all the value. Yeah, but no, like I was saying, a lot of bitches think that pimps prey on weak bitches. Bitches that's just gonna do whatever they say just because they say it, and it don't matter what it is and all that. But like I was saying, you know, for a woman to submit to a man, this.
See how the devil trying to come against this pimping, man. Bro sitting over here giving it to y'all. Hold on. I'm gonna wait till bro come back in.
Yeah.
I still hear you. You starting to come back now. Just do your hand like this. Oh, okay, yeah, you back.
Yeah, but no, you know, it takes a lot of strength for a woman to submit to a man. You know, bitches think that it's weak, but obviously it's not too weak, because if it was so weak, then a lot more bitches would be doing it. But me, myself, it takes a lot of strength. It takes a lot of self-discipline. Just like when somebody disrespects you, somebody might say a derogatory term to you. The easiest thing to do would be to respond emotionally, or like you say, you know, emotionally react. That's the easiest thing to do, is to respond in kind, to fire back at them with some type of derogatory slur or something like that. But it takes a lot of discipline to just, you know, reserve yourself.
Yeah, hold on, y'all. The connection died. Y'all still there though. Someone is not gonna be maximizing full potential. Let me just wait for bro to comment. As soon as he comment, I add him back in. But I'm gonna take it a step further though, because bro was saying a hoe, which is true. But you know, it's more than just pimps watching this video. So, you know, even for you squares that's watching, if you a man, if you are a man, it don't matter what color the broad is. She's supposed to do what the fuck you tell her to do regardless. Hold on, let me add bro back. Let me wait for him to appear. But yeah, she supposed to do what the fuck you tell her to do regardless. Okay. Yeah, you back, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. You probably didn't catch that part, but I was saying, you know, it's beyond. I was saying the same thing that you was about to say.
Okay,
that's
good.
Probably after I cut out, but you know, it's just a man and woman thing. It's beyond pimping and hoeing. It's just a man and a woman. You know, for a woman to submit to a man, it takes a lot of strength, and that's really the role of a woman. You know what I mean? A woman is a helper of a man, and within that, within her playing her role, you know, it entails submission. You know what I mean? And like I say, it takes a lot of strength for a woman to fully submit herself to a man. But like I say, it entails a whole lot of trust too. You know what I mean? But as I was saying, you know, the easiest thing to do is what everybody else is doing. Like I was saying, if somebody disrespects you, if somebody say something derogatory to you, 9 times out of 10, the easiest thing to do is say something derogatory back. That's just like these bitches on here who might get on here that hate the pimping, or it might be some square ass nigga that get on here and hate the pimping. You know what I mean? The easiest thing for us to do is get angry and you know, nigga fuck you, or punk bitch fuck you. Like, that's the easiest thing for a motherfucker to do. But see, people like us, like Sinful and myself, you know, we don't allow people to have that type of power over us. We don't allow people to be that important. You know, it's a certain strength involved in that, and that's the same type of strength a hoe gonna have when she fucking with some pimping. So just because she's doing what the pimpin' say don't mean that she's weak. You know, it actually means that she's a lot stronger than you. Because do you have the strength within yourself to do whatever the pimpin' tell you though?
Right.
You know what I mean? 9 times out of 10, you don't. You know, the same bitches that be thinking the hoes is weak, or, you know, like in the case that she was talking about white bitches, but I think it really applies to hoes, period, black, white, or whatever. You know what I mean? It's a lot of strength in that. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, you know, but just in simplicity, man, if you a man, you know, you gonna govern your woman. You know, no matter what color she is, your woman, your women, you know, if you in religion, you're a D-boy, or you might crack cards, you might be a teacher, you might be a preacher, you might be a motivational speaker, whatever lifestyle that you participate in, the woman ain't supposed to preside over you. You supposed to be presiding over the woman, period. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's not even up for a debate and discussion and like, no, a man gonna run his house, a woman gonna comply and apply to whatever he say and convey to her. Period. That's the irrefutable truth.
Okay, look, I'm glad she's saying this. Miss Brandy Loving Me First Ward. Okay, she say first. She say I'm gonna go back to where she started. But why submit to that though? You know what I mean? And then Destined for Greatness Robinson said, Brandy, why submit to 20 or to $10, $20 an hour? And she say, but at least I'm making money and it's mine. That paycheck has my name on it, not the white man's. And then she say, that submit for 20 an hour will accumulate to more, and I could use that towards my benefit. And I think she said something else.
Hold on, we're gonna get to.
But that's submit.
So
basically, she's saying why submit to the pimping as opposed to the job, because either way it goes, and Destined for Greatness, I'm glad he said that, because if you're not submitting to the pimping, if you work in a job or whatever the case may be, if you punching the clock for somebody, you submitting to that job. You know what I mean? Because you subject to their rules, you subject to their guidelines, you subject to their system. So, like Destined for Greatness said, if you work in that job, then you submit to them. And she agreed with that by saying, well, you know, at least if I submit to them, you know, the paycheck got my name on it and I can use it how I want. And if the paycheck does have your name on it, and you said it don't have the white man's name on it, but it does have the white man's name on it. It has paid to the order of
that's what
Brandy.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, Brandy Ward. It says pay to the order of Brandy Ward, but the payee, i.e. the employee, you know what I mean, is Sears or Macy's or whoever it is, you know, that's the white man's name on there. You know what I mean? That corporation is ultimately run by the white man. But see, this is the difference between submitting yourself to the white, or to not even necessarily the white man, submitting yourself to a corporation punching the clock versus submitting yourself to some pimping. When you submit yourself to the pimping gonna have loyalty to you. See, the one beautiful thing about our lifestyle is that it's business as well as personal. You know what I mean? So the person that you're doing business with has love for you. The person that you're doing business with has a concern for you. The person that you're doing business with is taking things personal with you as well. So if something happened to you, it's going to affect him and move him in a more personal way to come see about you, as opposed to that job that you punching the clock for. You know what I mean? That job ain't gonna have no loyalty for you. You know,
hell the fuck no.
You might work at that job for 10 years, and then, you know, if they feel like it, they just gonna lay you off. You know what I mean? Or they just gonna cut your pay. You know, and then also with that job, there's only so high that you're gonna be able to go with that job. You know what I mean? There's only so far that your value is gonna go when it comes to them. They're only gonna see you at a certain point. you're not going to become any more important. Once you reach a certain point, your importance to them is not going to be very high. Then you're expendable. You know what I mean? They can easily replace you and not think twice about it.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
They're not thinking to themselves like, oh yeah, you know, we've been having Brandy down for 10 years, you know, we appreciate her so much. No, if Brandy rubbed them the wrong way, or if they just feel like cutting expenses or so on and so forth, you know, they just gonna let Brandy go and go get another Brandy. You know what I mean? As opposed to the pimping is gonna have loyalty with you. Pimping gonna have love with you. You know,
Pimping gonna strive.
That job that you punching the clock with. Right, that job that you punching the clock with, you know what I mean? If your mother getting a bind, if she need to pay her rent or something like that, you know, that job ain't going to give you more than what your paycheck has on it in order to go see about your mama. Or if your brother catch a case and go to jail, you trying to help your brother raise money for a lawyer, he fighting a murder case or something like that, or whatever the case may be. If your family is in a bind, that 9 to 5 that you punching the clock with, they not going to go above and beyond what they pay you for the work that you're doing to come see about you know what I mean? As opposed to the pimping, if you're giving the pimping 100% of your loyalty, the pimping is going to give you 100% of his efforts to see about you, your family, and whatever else that need to be taken care of. You know what I mean? So the difference ultimately in submitting yourself to the pimping versus submitting yourself to the job is the love and the loyalty that's going to be given to you. And not just that, but you're going to gain knowledge. See, that job, they only going to train you to do that job. With the pimping is going to train you and teach you certain type of knowledge that's going to have universal application. You're going to be able to use it, and it's going to benefit you no matter what you do in life. You know what I mean? And it's knowledge that's going to stay with you forever. It's knowledge that nobody can take from you. You know what I mean? And it's going to benefit you far greater than that job teaching you how to type or teaching you how to manage employees or whatever the case may be.
Right.
You know what I mean? Teaching you how to run a certain type of computer software or whatever the case may be.
Right.
Like, the knowledge that you get from the pimping is going to make you great from here, from the inside. You know what I mean? So that's going to be inside you. It's going to become a part of who you are. That's going to build you up into a greater woman. So you're going to be greater at whatever it is that you do. You know what I mean? You're going to excel like you never would before, especially not working no job. So, yeah, that's the difference in submitting yourself to this pimping.
I told her that I was going to be live. I don't know why she called. Hold on. Give me just. Woman, I told you that I was going to be live. Let me hit you back after I finish this.
Okay.
Huh?
It's okay.
All right. God bless you. Yeah, man, but
Hey,
you know,
see, this is what always happens, bro. You know, we go through this all the time. Zaire Wilson, young lady, she said, y'all telling too much of the game. Let these hoes learn.
see, in the code.
I'll let you go ahead and break that down. Go ahead.
Yeah, because number one, like I always say, you know, if Michael Jordan write a damn book about dunking from the free throw line, all right? And let's say Michael Jordan write a book about dunking from the free throw line. Then he go live on Facebook speaking about giving profound, you know, ways to sit up there and dunk from the free throw line. Guess what? After you finish listening or reading about dunking from the free throw line, if you do not have the motherfucking capabilities, guess what? You are not going to jump your motherfucking ass across no free throw line. Some of you bitches is in here over 200 and 300 pounds. You're not dunking over nobody's free throw line. And you niggas ain't either. So I said all that to say this. I can talk about pimping. I can give some profound, prolific Malcolm X Farrakhan speeches about this pimping. But if you don't have the capabilities to fulfill the knowledge that I'm conveying to you, it's just me talking. I'm casting pearls before swine to you. It might be 10,000 people listening to a profound speech, but it was only meant for one. I was talking to 9,999 rhinestones, but it might be one diamond out of all of those rhinestones that completely had an outstanding understanding about what I was conveying within the video. So as far as the game, as the scripture said, faith without works is dead. Game without works is dead. You can have all the game. It's a lot. How many knowledgeable people you know right now that got a college education, bachelor's degree, master's degree, and they sitting over there still working jobs with people that don't have a motherfucking degree? So, it's good to have information. It's good to have education. But if you're not going out there physically, putting it into action, or if you just don't have the capabilities to bring it into action, you just gonna be a knowledgeable just like a lot of people on Facebook. You just gonna be a knowledgeable motherfucker about things that you've never done or you ain't even capable of doing. Simplicity. Just like that. You giving too much game. You giving too much game. Yeah, after you listen to all of this game, what you gonna do with it? Y'all hear good game every day, every time you go to the pastor. You listen to the pastor talk about heaven. And then you go right outside of the church and you do things contrary to what the pastor told you. You listen to motivational speeches. Bro, what's bro name from Compton that be giving the best motivational speeches to work out? To take your fat ass to the gym and do something with your punk ass body. Yeah.
C.T. Fletcher.
C.T. Fletcher gonna give you some of the best motivational speeches in the world. But after you listen to him, what did you do with it? You sat up there and ordered you some pizza. Shut the fuck up. So, you know what I mean? It's not about so much the game that's given. It's who applied the game that was given. What was you saying?
Right. Yeah, like I always say, man, people say knowledge is power, but it's really, they leave out the application of. It's the application of knowledge that's power. I always say application is the lungs through which knowledge breathes. So if knowledge ain't got no lungs, you know what I mean? It's not alive.
Right.
You put the application on, that's the lungs through which the knowledge breathes. Now the knowledge is alive. Knowledge is doing shit. But back to Brandy, she say, I honestly understand what he is saying, but I don't see the logic of selling your body and not getting work or an education to achieve what's needed.
Go ahead, bro.
See, that's okay. As far as not seeing the logic in selling your body. Okay. See, this is the beauty of this is where game, which is another word for knowledge, and not just that, but confidence comes into play. Because not everybody is like that, but you got some girls who go out there and they don't have sex. You know what I mean? But it's because they have a certain kind of knowledge and they have the confidence. They have full confidence in utilizing that knowledge to the best of their ability. You know what I mean? And see, this is one, I'm glad she said that, because this is one big misunderstanding about the game. This is where a lot of hoes in the game, or I say prostitutes, women in the game, have it fucked up. When you dealing, like it's a t-shirt, I always use this as an example. It's a t-shirt in Vegas at them little gift shops that says, I have the pussy, so I make the rules. When it's a situation between tricking and hoeing, if you have the pussy, then you are supposed to make the rules. But, it's not like that with most bitches in the game. It's supposed to be like that with every bitch in the game. But the reality of it is a lot of bitches don't have that concept in their mind. But if you have the pussy, you're supposed to make the rules. You know what I mean? The trick is supposed to be at the mercy of you, not vice versa. So that means whatever happens between you and the trick is what you want to happen, not what he wants to happen. He might want one thing to happen, but you might have enough game and confidence about yourself to make what you want to happen. And that doesn't always have to entail sex. You got some bitches that don't mind having sex with a trick in order to make it happen. And, more power to them. But ultimately it's because she wanted it to happen. You know what I mean? So if you got enough game and confidence about yourself to not want to have sex with this trick, but still break his motherfucking ass, then you very well can do it. It happens it's happening right now as we speak. It happens every day. You know what I mean? As far as getting the knowledge and education to do what's needed, again, like I was saying about working a job versus working with some pimping. you're going to get knowledge and education from this pimping, but like I said, it got universal application. It's going to be able to benefit you no matter what you do in life. So.
Right. I just want to touch on what Marcus Graham said. He said, do you think there's some real hoes left? And my answer to that is, you know what I'm saying, is there some real pimps left? You know what I mean? Because whenever there's real pimps left, there's going to be real hoes left, nigga.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Pimps create hoes. One of the things that vexes me the most is when I see a so-called P make a statement like, man, they don't make hoes like they used to make them. Damn, they don't make them like they used to. Well, damn, nigga, who make hoes? Pimps, nigga. You know what I mean? So as long as there's a pimp on the planet, you know what I mean, there's going to be a hoe on the planet because pimps create hoes, man. You know what I mean? It's a hoe being created right now. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, there's definitely plenty of hoes, you know what I mean, that's left. You just got to sit up there and stop whining, crying, and doing all that Carl Thomas emotional shit on Facebook and get out into these motherfucking streets, highways, and byways so you can start having it your way. You know what I mean? That's all it is, man. You know what I mean? It's a motherfucking plethora of bitches. It's a innumerable amount of bitches, man, that's waiting on you, man. You just got to get out there and make yourself available because there's definitely something profitable out there for you. But you can't get it if you're sitting over there, Carl Thomas crying and shit, you know, woe is me, and, you know, why the game ain't did this, and, man, you know, I remember the time. I be seeing you niggas, man. Damn, I remember, man. You remember people when we was doing it in the 90s and 80s and shit, you know, crying and all of that. Man, that ain't gonna change your situation, nigga. Get out there and pimp, nigga. Get out there and campaign, man. You know what I mean? A pimp's place is in a hoe's face, man. You know what I mean? Stay campaigning, man. Stop crying. Ain't no need to cry when it's raining, nigga. Stay in the motherfucking streets, man, and stay in a bitch ear, nigga. It's free to say, you know, have a buffet of all you she can hear, man, of some of this motherfucking game, nigga. You know what I mean? That's what you should be doing. And while you don't got a hoe, while you don't got a bitch, instead of sitting over there, you know, listening to oldie songs, talking about some she used to be my girl, yeah, man, pick up a book, you know, man, read that motherfucker, man. You know, man, get you a dictionary, you know, man, get you a Bible, get you some books about history, you know, read you, man, just educate your mind, man. Work on your conversation. Originality is a necessity to be in the game. A lot of times when you niggas speak, a bitch done already heard this a million motherfucking times. She heard that from Sugar Free. She heard that from Silky Slim. She heard that from Rallo. She heard that from Pimp C. She heard all the next moves, be your best move. And yeah, you know what I mean? Don't look around, you know what I mean? Look at the prize right here. She done heard all of these you know, choose me ass lines and shit, man. You know, think of something.
Turn around and see what you're turning down.
Why you don't got a hoe? I'm gonna give you this. Sit down on your alone time and think to yourself, if I ever had a conversation with a woman and she had $1 million and she said, why should I give it to you? Think about what you're gonna say. And you better come up with some of the best conversation, and you better be filled with the information, and your mind better be a museum of game, nigga. You better spit game like an M16 spit bullets, but you can never become like that if you don't read, if you don't think, and if you're using them drugs and allowing them motherfucking drugs to seduce and reduce your ass. Majority of y'all will never reach your greatest potential in the game because you on them drugs, man. How you gonna sit up there and be on another level with this game if you're on syrup all the time? You know what I mean? You're slowing up your brain process, man. Hey, man, this pimp game, man, it's a fast lane, man, and you're moving real slow. You know what I mean? Hey, if you keep going to jail, hey, man, that means that the police is doing their job better than you. You know what I mean? They're gonna keep looking at you as a sucker. Well, go ahead, Pete. What would you say? I know you burning, man, to say something, but go ahead.
But that's one thing I appreciate about Mac, man, when we was coming up early in the game. One of the best things that I learned from him is that you have to work on your pimping every day. You know what I mean? And it's kind of like being an athlete or being an artist, a rapper, singer, producer, whatever. You know what I mean? Like we say, you lose what you don't use, man. And when you do use, you
See how the devil keep trying to come against this pimp. Every time bro get ready to drop a bomb on y'all motherfucking ass, you know what I mean? He keep coming against this pimping, man, you know what I mean? Now you notice when them squares, you know, make they videos and shit, it's a straight process. You know, when these bitches be sitting over there shaking their ass and booty and shit, you know what I mean? It never stops. You know what I mean? Niggas sitting over there showing their dick in motherfucking rooms that's 200,000 or 300,000 full of niggas and shit. It never stopped in videos. But when the pimpin' come through, you know what I mean? Look how they try to stop this shit, man. For real though. Hold on. Hold on. I might have to sit up there. Yeah, bro might have to hang up and sit up there and let me add him again. But yeah, man. Definitely trying to come. They don't want you niggas to have this game, man. Like the scriptures say, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Game is knowledge. Game is uncommon information. And if you don't have this uncommon information, if you don't have no game, you predestined to be in CCDC. You predestined to be in Crook County Jail. You know what I mean? You predestined to be in incarceration in bad situations. Why? Because you don't have the motherfucking information. So be appreciative when you see reputable, respectable representation of the game, you know what I mean, really breaking shit down, man, to bless you with this game, man, you know what I mean? Because it don't really come like that. You know, the older ones really ain't blessing y'all like that because I ain't gonna lie to you, they don't know how to sit up there and take a roasting. You don't know how to take correction. So by you not being able to take a roasting and correction, you know what I mean, the older P's, they like, man, fuck you, man, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna deal with these young niggas, man, because a lot of y'all come from gang banging and you come from one-parent homes with your mama. So each and every time you have an experience, you know, okay, let me go ahead and add bro back. Yeah, every time y'all having a situation, man, that you don't like, you be ready to Uzi the whole motherfucking block and shit. You know what I mean? Okay, bro, back. Go ahead, bro. I'll stop everything. Go ahead, back to your thing, man.
Oh no, but I was just saying, you know, like one thing that I appreciate about Mac, man, you know, the best thing I learned from him coming up in the game was to work on your pimping every day, man. Like I was saying, it's like being an athlete or an artist, recording artist or anything like that, you know. The more you use it and exercise it, the better you're gonna become at it, man. So that's the problem with a lot of cats as far as like why they pimping ain't up to par. And that's the majority of cats. The majority of cats ain't working on their pimping every day. So guess what? The hoes is gonna suffer from that. So as far as the hoes that are currently available in the game is very few. But when you say something like, you know, are there any real hoes left? It's like asking like, hey man, you know, is bitches still being born with fallopian tubes? You know what I mean? Do bitches still got ovaries? You know, is bitches still, you know, driven by their emotions? Yeah. It's like saying that, like basically the makeup and the anatomy of a woman is still the same. You know what I mean? It's just what they're being influenced by is different. The influences that they have in their life is totally different. So as a pimp, you have to be that much more on your game. You know, if you're not working on your pimping every day, like P said, if you constantly getting high every day, you're not opening books, you're not talking to bitches on a daily basis, you're not getting at bitches on social media, you're not going outside getting in bitches' faces on a daily basis. This is all exercising your pimping, basically. If you're not exercising your pimping on a daily basis, and meanwhile, the average young bitch coming up, like the average potential turnout bitch, this coming up, like the average 18, 19, 20, 21-year-old, you know, what she's influenced by in today's times is a lot different than it was 10, 20, 30, 40 years ago. You know what I mean? When the game was better and better, the further you go back, they were influenced by totally different things, which means they were motivated by totally different things. So bitches in today's times, they're a lot more complex because they're influenced by a whole lot more. You know, I think it's, I want to say it's like 50,000 messages that are that are conveyed to us on a daily basis or that are available to us on a daily basis. Whether it's an advertisement on TV, an advertisement on Facebook or Instagram, an advertisement on Snapchat, the newspaper, coupons on your door for pizza, whatever the case may be. It's 50,000 messages being made available to the average person every day. Every day it's a new 50,000 messages. You know what I mean? So the bitches in today's times, they gonna be a whole lot more complex than the bitch back in the days before technology was where it is today. So you have to be a hell of a motherfucker to compel this bitch to fuck with you in that type of way.
Right.
You see, that's why a lot of cats are lazy with their pimping nowadays, I believe, you know, but whatever the case may be, the average cat nowadays don't want to take the time to turn a bitch out. They just want a ready-made bitch. They want a bitch to just come to them perfect, you know.
Right. They want another man to do all of the work.
Right. But it's like putting on another man's drawers, you know what I mean? Or going to the suit store and buying some shit off the rack and expecting it to fit perfectly to your body. You know what I mean? That old hoe that's coming from somebody else and got their influences and got their information that you 9 times out of 10 gonna have to deprogram and reprogram. That's that suit off the rack. You know what I mean? But that turnout is that tailor-made shit, that custom-made shit. That fit perfectly to your pimping. To go perfect with your pimping is going, you know, everything you wanted to do is gonna do. You know what I mean? That's that turnout. But like I said, a lot of motherfuckers, they're not inclined to turn a bitch out. And the reason why they're not inclined to turn a bitch out is because they don't have that type of confidence in their pimping, ultimately, is what I believe. And they don't have that type of confidence in their pimping because they're not working on their pimping. They're not exercising their pimping on a daily basis. So
they don't have the information. They don't have the information. They don't have the confidence.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
No game. Yeah, but
right.
You know, let me just go through some of these comments, see if I missed anything. In a minute, I'm gonna have to sit up there and jump off and take care of some business in a minute.
Okay.
Hold on. Oh wait.
He said these punks are stingy. You gotta think about that too. Like, see.
Yeah, P shit keep freezing.
A lot of
you
us,
back? Okay.
As to pimping, a lot of us have a tendency to do this to these bitches. Point the finger. You know what I mean? But instead of pointing the finger, you're going to be a whole lot more effective if you just try to understand this bitch. Because I agree with you. A lot of bitches is stingy. But try to understand why these bitches is stingy. See, a lot of motherfuckers don't want to take the time to, like, understand a bitch's background, understand how she was raised, where she was raised, the type of environment she come up in, what, you know, type of bad experiences she might have had in her childhood. You know, a bitch might not have no sense of value. She might not have no sense of self-worth. You know, her integrity bank account might be kind of depleted. You know what I mean? It might be low on funds. So, you know, it's a pimp's job to recognize that and then build the bitch up so the bitch will go from being stingy to generous. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and see, I was going to say, you know, he just used the word selfish. Now, if you don't take out the time to learn why, you know, she reacts like this, why she's not willing to comply to what you're conveying to her, why, you know what I mean, is she closed-minded? If you're not then you pretty much like the bitch. You on some selfish shit yourself. You only caring about, you know what I mean, your preference,
right,
what you want.
Right.
So it's two motherfuckers that's selfish, you know what I mean, talking to each other. So nobody's going to win. Somebody got to be different. If you emotionally react like the woman, how could you ever be a necessity or an asset to the woman when you're just as emotional as she is? So somebody has to be the one with poise. Someone has to be the one with class. Someone has to be the one, you know, after listening to her, you know, fight with you. Because if you've been in this game, I'm talking about real peas. I'm not talking about you niggas that's fucking and eating booty, you know, like it's the buffet all the way to the top. I'm talking about the Renaissance men in the game. You know, the ones that read, the ones that study, the ones that actually value their pimping, love the game. The ones that actually have a library at their house, bunch of books. These are the P's that I'm talking to right now. And you know that you done had different women, and those are the women that's going to help you elevate in the game. It's not the women that are the easy catch, because the same way that you sit up there and knock that bitch, that's how easy it's going to be for you to get knocked by somebody else, and that's how easy it's going to be for them enemies, the police, them pigs, to sit up there and manipulate that bitch in that interrogation room. So no, you don't want an easy catch. You know what I mean? So the bitch just sitting over there giving you all of the problems in the conversation. No, I can't see myself. No, I would never do that. Okay, but why? What about no? That's the one. That most of the times that be the one. The college girl, the two-parent home. It is nothing like the depiction that they get on television. That a pimp wants some old dumbass bitch. He want a bitch that can't spell a name by the grace of God on the smartphone. You know what I mean? People don't even be paying attention to brides like that. If you endeavoring to be successful and be, wealthy, how the hell are you gonna do that in a lifestyle like this with a bitch with no comprehension? She's slow as fuck. You know what I mean? No understanding. You know what I mean? You can't do it. So yes, you want that particular bride. And let me say this, going back to the original subject, and that's why a lot of you don't really get into conversations I see, because I've seen you. I've seen you on Facebook, I've seen you on Instagram, and I've seen you get into debates with certain white hoes or certain white women, period, that wasn't hoes. And because they had a little education, or they might not even had any education, they were just using some words that you wasn't familiar with. And you got spanked because of your ignorance, because like Freeze said, you're not working on your pimping. So now you got the pimping looking bad as a population because you don't have no information to represent the pimping. Like I be saying, man, a lot of you niggas need to be swift to hear and slow to speak. But that's one of the biggest reasons why a lot of y'all don't like talking to squares, because you don't have the information to conduct a conversation with a square. And these squares is going to ask you questions, and then they're going to be opinionated, and they're going to come. Some of them actually have. See, a lot of y'all think that every bitch is slow or every bitch is dumb. And that's exactly why you have the circumstance that you have right now. That's the reason why you keep knocking that rainbow type of work. You know what I mean? That bus stop type of work. You'll never have no upscale, high class, intelligent, articulate, beautiful women under you because you don't have that type of information. Go ahead, P. I look like you want to say something. Plus, I'm gonna have to sit up there and close.
Oh no, I was sliding my little notification to the side. But I agree with you though. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers, it's a trip how motherfuckers be saying squares make me sick, or I don't like square bitches, and you know what I mean, so on and so forth. But they don't understand, man, some of these square bitches will turn around and be your best hoe. I learned a lesson from my partner, man, which saying you already know the story, but early in the game, man, it was a partner that kind of introduced me to the game, man. And come to find out, he wasn't really the pimping like that. I would say he was more of like a I don't even know if I could call him a Mac. He was just like a hip square that was smart enough to capitalize on the situation when a hoe wanted to fuck with him, right?
A cool gigolo.
But it was this bitch that I knew. It was this square bitch that I knew. She worked at this square job, and I used to see the bitch coming and going to work every day. You know what I mean? And the bitch really was digging on me. She really, really was into me. But she was super duper square. And I the thought of her being a hoe never even I couldn't imagine it. I couldn't picture this bitch being a hoe because of how square she was. Bitch was just so super duper square, right?
Yeah.
So, this was in California. So, I'm in Vegas, and the bitch used to always hit me up when her and her little square friends come to Vegas. She'd be like, Freeze, I'm in Vegas. Can me and my friends be trying to hang out with you and your friends? Woo. But, I would always play her to the left because, I'm trying to have a hoe. But anyway, she was in Orange County, and she met this cat, and come to find out, both of them knew me. So my partner had called me up. He was like, "Yeah, Freeze, man, I'm over here with your girl. Woo, woo, woo." She say she know you. I'm like, "Yeah, man, she cool peoples. Woo, woo, woo." So make a long story short, man, this super stupid square ass bitch who I never imagined in a million years doing some hoeing, man, next thing you know, he had that bitch down and was checking it like a motherfucker out that bitch, man. The bitch was staying in pocket hoeing like a motherfucker for this, paying the shit out this man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he wasn't even the pimping.
No.
But he seen something I didn't see, though.
Nigga
And he made himself available. See, right. But see, the difference is he gave her the time of day, because I wouldn't give her the time of day. I was always playing her to the left. And just how she used to get at me, she started getting at him. See, the bitch was looking for something, man.
Right.
And I just didn't make myself available to give it to her, But she wanted to feel like she wanted to belong with somebody, you know what I mean? So
right.
Same way she used to press me, she started pressing him, hitting him up, always trying to kick it with him, always trying to kick it. So finally, he told the bitch, like, "Look, you know what I mean? This is what I'm about. So if you want to fuck with me, you're going to have to be about this too."
Yeah.
And it was that simple. It really was that simple.
Right.
I mean, next thing you know, this bitch was like, "Well, shit, what I got to do? I'm willing, I'm down." You know what I mean? I'm with it.
Oh,
next
man,
thing you know,
they
he had
say
this
the
bitch
words.
down.
Hey, bro, that shit, like Squares be saying, that shit was so romantic. You know what I mean? Like, what I gotta do?
Right.
Yeah, bitch.
For real. Hey,
and like a motherfucker.
Hey, and see, even though I didn't capitalize directly off of that situation, I'm so appreciative of that situation because it opened my mind as the pimping. You know what I mean? Because at that time, I'm kind of fresh in the game. I'm not really into turning bitches out like that. But it really taught me something. And that's the beauty of going outside, mingling with motherfuckers in the game, rubbing shoulders with motherfuckers, especially when you're young in the game, you know what I mean? Because this really sharpens your pimping. Like me. Like if I was the type of motherfucker to sit in the room all day, every day with the bitch, there's so many lessons that I would have missed early in the game. But like I said, that lesson right there, I'm so appreciative of it.
Right.
Because fast forward a few years after that, I'm down and around in a whole different state. And I see this bitch. And this like downtown, like the nightclub scene, the bitch got kicked out the club because she wasn't 21 and she got caught drinking in the club. She had the little X on her hand showing that she was under 21, but she had an alcoholic drink in her hand, so they kicked the bitch out the club, right? All her friends and people that she came to the club with, they stayed in. So she was outside just wandering around by herself, right? So I walk up to the bitch, me and her start talking. We walking and talking for like an hour, just walking and talking around downtown outside. And we exchanged numbers and everything. But the whole time I'm walking and talking with this bitch, just like with the other bitch, I'm thinking in my mind like, man, this bitch is super duper square. She was like 19 years old at the time. This bitch super duper square, man. This bitch ain't gonna never go home. This is what I'm thinking in my mind, right? Because she was real docile, real mild-mannered. You know what I mean? I just couldn't picture it. But like I said, we exchanged information. So same situation. The bitch hit me up every day trying to come kick it with me. She always want to talk with me, always trying to come hang out with me. You know what I mean? So finally, I'd let the bitch know, okay, bitch, this is what it is. You know what I mean? This is what I'm here for. If you're trying to fuck with me, this is what you're going to have to be on. You know what I mean? And before you know it, the bitch showed up in my room with 2 big-ass suitcases and was like, "I'm ready to go fuck with you. Whatever you want to do, I'm with it."
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, okay, bitch. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. But see, like I said, though, if I hadn't had that lesson beforehand from my partner, I wouldn't have had that mind frame. I probably wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't have been ready for the bitch. You know what I mean? I probably would have still played her to the left, just like I did the other bitch before. You know what I mean? But in this situation, I was ready for it. I was like, nah, yeah, this bitch ready to go. You know what I mean? Sure enough.
Right. Yeah. Hold on.
And I had some pimping for the bitch, you know what I mean? That's another thing, you know. A lot of motherfuckers,
Don't
not
be
only do
having.
you not give square bitches, not only do you not give square bitches the time of day, but you know what I mean? If a square bitch was to come to you totally green, don't know nothing about the game, a lot of you motherfuckers wouldn't even know what to do with the bitch. You know what I mean?
Right. But before we sit up there and bounce, probably gonna end up coming back later on. I just need to go sit up there and make a run right quick. But you know, let me ask you this. Now I'm just going, and you can turn around and ask me the same question. Freeze, do you feel that white hoes is more important than black hoes? And if so, why? And if not, why?
No, I don't feel like that at all. My belief is that cooperative hoes are more important than uncooperative hoes. You know what I mean? And that could come by way of a black bitch, by way of a white bitch, or whatever the case may be.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's the way I see it.
Right.
You know, because I'd have had some real cooperative black bitches. I'd have had some real cooperative white bitches. You know what I mean? So.
Right.
But I will say this. You know what I mean? Different ethnicities have different cultural upbringings, and because they have different cultural upbringings, they come up with different belief systems, different influences, so on and so forth. You know what I mean? And some cats appreciate certain things in a black bitch because of that, and some cats appreciate certain things in a white bitch because of that. Like with a white bitch, for instance, a lot of times a white bitch is gonna be more mild mannered. You know what I mean? Because of how she was raised. She's a lot of times going to be more respectful to a man because not all, but a lot of, I believe that there's a greater majority of white bitches that come up in two-parent homes as opposed to black bitches. You know what I mean? So because of that, they have a father in their life or some type of male figure in their life, and they learn how to respect a man and how to treat a man based on what they see their mother doing with their father. You know what I mean? So a lot of cats appreciate that in a white woman. Well, on the flip side of the coin, though, is certain things about black bitches that P's appreciate over white bitches. Like back to the cultural upbringing, you know, a black bitch she's gonna have it harder in a lot of cases. You know what I mean? Because she's gonna come up, she's got a higher likelihood of coming up in poverty.
Right.
She's gonna have a higher likelihood of coming up not having everything that she wanted. And the things that she does have, she's gonna learn at an early age that she's gonna have to work for them. You know what I mean? Because her mom might not be, 9 times out of 10, it's just her mom raising her by herself, or her grandmother. Or gonna have to work for it. So when she gets to high school, you know, she might have a friend. She might have a white girlfriend that she go to school with that got all the flyest clothes and everything. You know what I mean? And her parents bought that for her. But this black girl, you know, she gonna have to go get a job and probably braid hair on the side and do all type of other shit in order to earn it. And because she's got to earn it herself, she's gonna have a better appreciation for them things. You know what I mean? So when she fast forward to adulthood, a lot of times with these black bitches, you know what I mean, they're gonna have a better appreciation for certain things as opposed to the white bitch. You know what I mean? Now this doesn't apply to everybody, you know, because everybody is different. But what I'm saying is, the majority of cases tend to be like this, and this is the outlook of certain cats who prefer this over that or that over this. You know what I mean? Those are just a couple of examples of why one might
notice what he
appreciate
said,
this versus that.
That upbringing. And it's so important because I'll give you an example. You could be on the phone or you might be in person and you might say to a black bitch, you might sit up there and tell this black woman, you know, we gonna have this, I'm gonna have this with you, we about to build an empire, we about to have mansion homes, we about to have this, we about to have that. And because of her upbringing, her coming out of poverty, she'll sit up there, not all, but some, most, you know what I mean, will sit up there man, you done lost your mind. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody, oh, hell no. We can't have, man, are you serious? Can you really make that type of money in the lifestyle? Boy, bad, baby, bad. You know what I mean? That is, you know what I mean, the typical black bitch reply. Now, if you talk to a white woman that was raised in somewhere like Calabasas, you know, somebody who was basically sitting up there raised around Lakeshore Drive or something, and you ask her, you know, man, how you feel about us, you know what I mean, making $1 million? How you feel about us, you know what I mean, being rich? She might reply to you, what the fuck is $1 million? $1 million, that ain't the money. We need more money than that. You know, fuck being rich, let's be wealthy. You know what I mean? This might, and her whole spirit, energy is just totally different. And that right there, just with that mentality, you know, of course, it's gonna have the pimpin' happy as hell because she actually comes with a vision. She can visualize the shit with you. She's on one accord with what you're visualizing. She's on one. She wants to see you shine. She wants to shine with you. I'm not saying all white women, but certain white women that come from certain areas, have certain type of backgrounds and things like that. They come like that. They come submissive. I like, for example, like when I was telling the P's last night, that it's imperative for every representative to have knowledge of religiosity, to have knowledge of religion. And one of the most important reasons to have knowledge of all religions is because this governs the minds of people. One of the reasons why I was able to knock this one little broad is because after the conversation, after we went on a mental safari, I found out that she came out of Islam. And because I have the knowledge of Islam, I know that she was going to be submissive. Because since a child coming up, she has been taught to be submissive. So I knew that she was going to be perfect for the impeccable Harvard University game that I had about this Pimpin. Go ahead, bro. I know you wanted to say something.
No, I agree with you.
Yeah.
And I'm reading some of these comments.
Take off. Okay, hold on. Let me go back.
But yeah, you know, back to that upbringing, man. You know, it's just you know, different preferences. You know what I mean? It's certain things that you might appreciate in the bitch more so than others. You know what I mean? Depending on that background. You know, but like I say, every bitch is different. You know what I mean? So me myself, I don't have a certain preset in my mind. Like I don't assume that I know everything about this bitch just because she's a white bitch.
Right.
Or I don't assume I know everything about this bitch just because she's a black bitch. So that's why I say it's key to pay attention to each bitch and learn her background. You know, learn where the bitch come from, how she was raised, you know, what type of relationship she had with her mother, what type of relationship she had with her father. Did she have her father around? Did she have her mother around? You know, all this type of shit. It's going to give you a good idea on how to pimp on this bitch. You know what I mean? Shit like how her grades was, what type of student she was in school, like all of that shit.
Yeah.
You know, if you take time to figure that shit out about a bitch, it's gonna help you tremendously with your pimping. So.
Yeah, that's 100. Okay, let me ask you this: do pimps like, and is a pimp even capable, freeze, of loving a black bitch? You know, cause I know a lot of people gonna be like, man, hell, motherfucking no, nigga, fuck that love shit, and especially with a black bitch, them bitches is demons, they from the devil. I just know some of my partners. You know what I mean? So. You know what I mean? Do pimps like black women, you know, and are pimps capable of loving a black woman that is a hoe in the lifestyle?
Yeah, of course. Like I say, first of all, it's a matter of, is this a hoe that we dealing with? You know, is she coming like a hoe and conducting herself like a hoe? Which doesn't have to necessarily be something outside of a black bitch. So if this black bitch just so happens to be a stomped down hoe, then hell yeah, a pimp is capable of loving this bitch. And see, a lot of cats, man, I'm glad you mentioned that love word because a lot of cats are scared to use that love word. A lot of cats, because of, again, back to that upbringing, you know, when we come up, the point of reference that we have as from children on up, because when we hear the love word, you know, we thinking my auntie loved my uncle, my grandmother loves my grandfather, my mom loves my dad, or my mom loves her boyfriend, or my dad loves his girlfriend, whatever the case may be. When we hear the word love coming up from a child on up, our point of reference is going to be something square 9 times out of 10.
Right.
So a lot of people have the tendency to have this understanding or have this notion that love is exclusive to squares.
Right.
And it's not. But see, when you come into this pimping, when you come into this lifestyle and you're consumed by the spirit of pimping, you have a totally different understanding of everything.
Right.
You know, how you deal with your hoe ain't gonna be how your father dealt with with your mom,
Right.
or how your grandmother dealt with your grandfather. You know, it's gonna be totally different dealing, but it's still a relationship between a man and a woman. Nonetheless, it's just got different dynamics to it. Same thing with love. You know, it's love between a pimp and a hoe, but it's not the same as whatever type of square point of reference you might have from your childhood.
Right.
You know, so yeah, hell yeah.
Well,
a pimp is
I'm
capable
gonna
of
just
black
say this,
bitch.
man. I'm gonna say, you know what I mean? It don't matter what motherfucking color she is. If she complying and she applying to the instructions and information that a pimp is saying out his motherfucking mouth, then hell motherfucker yeah. How could you not love a woman that's going through adversity, difficulty, willing to sit in the motherfucking correctional facility, top of the morning, got your motherfucking currency, you know what I mean? When a pimp get motherfucking horny, she got bomb-ass pussy, you know what I mean? How could you not sit up there and profess and possess love for a woman like that? Period. You know what I mean?
Right.
A woman that's gonna sit up there, you know what I mean, and treat you like a motherfucking king. Make you feel, I mean, sometimes you got to sit up there and check yourself so you can get the spirit of humility, because the way she treating you or the way they treating you, it'll have a nigga feeling like God. You know what I mean? How could you not love a hoe?
real.
How could you not love hoes?
Right.
You know how hard it is to leave a hoe? That's why I can't even see how a nigga can leave this game and be in a relationship with a motherfucking square or be married to a motherfucking square. How you do that? You know what I mean? But to each his own.
Right.
Maybe
Go ahead,
because-
though. Talk to him. Go ahead.
Because I'm 32
Yeah.
motherfucking years old and I ain't reached 50 or 60 years old and shit like that. But hey, man, you know what I mean? The way that a hoe can make you feel at certain time. I sometimes, like I told Freeze, man, I said, that's why I got to be coming around to ism. That's why ism got to talk to ism, and you got to stay around men and shit to remind yourself that you are a motherfucking human being, because being around these hoes, man, and then the way they talking to you, making you feel your food is motherfucking cooked, your pants is ironed, the bitch, you know what I mean, got your cufflinks and your tie rolls out, you know what I mean, fresh towels.
Right.
Man, who the fuck want a damn square?
Right.
Fuck that shit. But yeah, man, each his own. Go ahead. I see Freeze want to say something.
Now I'm saying the motherfucking dishes is done, the garbage is taken out, you know what I mean? The counters and tabletops is wiped down and all that,
Hey.
you know, everything is done in accordingly.
Each motherfucking morning, you got a new motherfucking trap to put in your bank. And when a pimp want to do something, the bitch gonna suck all the motherfucking sperm out your sperm bank to the point where you got a motherfucking file for sperm bankruptcy. Nigga, who wouldn't want a motherfucking hoe? You know what I mean? I don't want nothing but a motherfucking hoe. I don't want no motherfucking relationship that's gonna turn into a battleship because I am this pimping. I know I don't live double lives. You know what I mean? I don't have children by squares. You know what I'm saying? I don't sit up there and I'm not trying, like, you squares, you know me. You know that motherfucking shit you be trying to pull in the inbox. Sin. Do you ever see? No. Sin, but what about? No. Sin. No, bitch. I want a motherfucking hoe, man. You know what I mean? Hey, when the hoe was created, you know what I mean? The game had me in mind, man, because the bitch, you know what I mean, was designed by the divine, man, to be mine, man. You know what I mean? She supposed to be with a pimp, man.
Right.
You know, hoes only fuck with pimps, and pimps only fuck with hoes, man. You know what I mean? But go ahead, B.
Absolutely. Yeah, I like what Fetty said, man. He said, P, love is appreciation for everything your bitch do. A square bitch wouldn't dream of. That's the realest talk, man, because that's just me, man. And maybe I might be biased because I'm a pimp, man, and I'm in this motherfucking lifestyle and I love hoes, man. So I might have a biased opinion, man, but me, especially in today's times, man, I haven't seen a greater love than that between a pimp and a hoe, man. Like, it's just it's just such a motherfucking beautiful thing.
Bro.
Because like we was talking about earlier, man, sacrifice.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's certain sacrifices, just like the young lady who was commenting on here earlier. She said, you know, what type of sense does it make to sell your body? See, that's a square bitch's mindset. A square bitch ain't gonna do that for her man 9 times out of 10. She probably won't even do it for her children 9 times out of 10 if push came to shove. You know what I mean? But that's the beautiful thing about that hoe. The hoe's not thinking about the cost of the option. She's thinking about what's to gain in utilizing that option.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's the mindset of a winner. You know what I mean? A winner, when they get into situations, they got options before them. They thinking about what's to gain.
Yeah.
Okay, if I choose this option, I'm going to gain this. If I choose this option, I'm going to gain that. If I choose this option, I'm going to gain this. As opposed to that square bitch, like she said, she's not thinking about what she can gain from selling her pussy. All she can think, she can't get past the part of selling her pussy.
Right.
She's thinking about what it's going to cost her. That's the cost. She's not thinking about the gain. She thinking about the cost. Like, damn, I got to sell my pussy.
Right.
She not thinking about she gonna make more money than she ever have in her life.
Right.
She's gonna be able to help her family out in ways that she never have. She's gonna be able to be a blessing to so many people. She's gonna be able to be a blessing to herself and her folks like she never was before. She's gonna be able to live a certain way. Right. She gonna be able to live a certain lifestyle that she probably never even imagined.
Right.
You know what I mean?
See how the devil always try to come and get this pivot.
Yeah, it's every time I get a notification to do that. But the greatest benefit of choosing this option is the game that you're gonna acquire. You know what I mean? And that's what a hoe is thinking about. You know what I mean? A hoe, like, all I gotta do is sell some pussy and all these great things is gonna happen from that. Okay, cool, shit.
Hey man.
You know what I mean?
And I gotta sit up there and go take care of some business. But one thing I will say, because a woman might say to herself, you know, why would she be with a pimp? Why would she choose a pimp? You know what I mean? Why would she do this for a pimp? You know, is it for protection? Woo. And I know that that's the typical, you know what I mean, thing that come out of a so-called pimp's mouth to say that he's going to be the protection, as if he's omnipresent, as if he's going to be in the room, you know what I mean, with the bride where she doing the date with the trizzy. No, it ain't even going down like that. You know, a hoe gonna mess with a pimp because he got motherfucking empowering, uncommon information to help you get to the destination called success. A pimp's mind is a map to the destination called success. Not the niggas that you be seeing, you know what I mean, that can't spell their name on the smartphone and, you know, sounding stupid and stuff. A lot of y'all be sitting up there and be making judgmental comments about this pimping. In reality, you never even met the pimping. You never even been blessed to have an encounter with the pimping. You've been talking to a lot of male actresses that been professing to be pimps. Just like when y'all say derogatory stuff about men. A lot of y'all only have been in relationships, or really battleships, with males that profess to be men. But they didn't even have the capabilities nor the knowledge to even be a man. You was messing with a male. But because you was dealing with that bad representation, you judged the whole population of men simply because you was dealing with a male that was professing to be a man. And that's the same way it go with this pimping. You ain't never had a gentleman, a renaissance man, you know, to give you a mental climax. Because always remember, when that boyfriend dick goes soft, the pimping is still going hard. The mental climaxes that you be desiring, you know what I mean? The pimping provide that. Sometimes when you be at your job or when you be by yourself, you be thinking to yourself, it got to be something more to life than this. And I'm here to tell you, it is. Just the motherfucking pimping, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, my Instagram, SIN2_FUL. You can go to YouTube, SIN, you know what I mean, FULTHEP, you know what I mean, Snapchat. Hey, fellas, don't hit me on Snapchat. You know what I mean? If I see you on Snapchat, man, I'm not going to add you. Don't even waste your time. Yeah, bitch, if you handsome, then a motherfucker, I ain't going to add you. You know what I mean? Don't waste your time. You know what I mean? But yeah, send for the P. You go ahead and add me. You freeze. You want to get some information just in case if a bride want to have a conversation with you later on.
Yeah, of course, y'all see my Facebook information on here, man. Safford Skolex. And my Instagram information is even my hello costs. So, and it's underscores all in between. So it's even underscore my underscore hello underscore costs, COSTS. That's the Instagram. And then the Snapchat info, same thing here. You know, I mainly interact with the females on Snapchat as well, but my Snapchat is freeze underscore IZ like zebra, IT like Tom. So freeze underscore is it. You did.
Yeah. And with that said, man, we probably be back later on. I just need to make a quick run right quick. But, man, I hope y'all live as long as you want and never want as long as you live, man. Be blessed. One.